Hello guys, welcome back. This is Nakul again from Tech Boy, and today I'm gonna review the new Huawei Honor 4C. So let's get to it. So as usual guys, I'm gonna be telling the pros and cons about this phone, basically what a normal user would like and dislike in this phone. And if talking honestly, there are not many things that I like in this phone, only 3 things, out of which is the UI, which is not something about the device but the software itself. And the other 2 things are, one is the notification LED, which is very prominent and quite big to see, which is really great. And the third thing is that you can move the apps to the SD card. These are only the 3 things that I like in this phone. So let's start with the user interface, the UI, which is exactly the same as the Huawei Honor 4X. So technically I've already showed you that in the honest review video of the Honor 4X. If you want to see that, click right over here. I've showed you that in detail in that video, but right now I will give you a quick roundup. So let's start. Okay, so first of all is the notification bar. As you can see, you have all the shortcuts right over here. Let me turn down the brightness so you guys can see better. Here we go. So you have all the shortcuts over here. You can even expand it. Here we go. You have your brightness control and all the shortcuts, plus all your notification will appear right over here. So this is something new, not usual Android notification bar, because all you get is settings panel over here and all your notification gets tagged over here. But in this you get even the time right beside the notification. I'll just show you. If I click a screenshot, so here we go, you get time just beside the notification, that at what time the notification arrived. So for each notification you'll get a separate time for it. Plus the cleaning button is right over here at the bottom and not at the top as we usually get in Android phones, so it's easier to remove the notifications, as you can see. So that was one thing about this UI, the notification bar and all that. Now let's move on to settings, because rest everything is over there, like the home screen style. We have option of standard and simple. Simple is for elderly or old age people, because as you can see everything is big and clear so that they can use the device better. After that we have the power saving. In here you have 3 modes: normal, smart and ultra. Plus you can do the power monitoring also. It will scan the whole system and will tell you what is consuming more battery and which app needs to be killed and stuff like that. So let's go back. Then we have do not disturb option, and after that we have the notification manager. In here you can customize from which app you want to receive the notification and from which app you don't want to receive the notification. So you can customize all that in here. And after that we have the protected apps. You can protect apps so that they won't be killed when the screen turns off. All these button which is on the right is protected and they won't be killed when the screen goes off, and all these off ones will be killed when the screen turns off. So you can turn it on or off depending on your usage, so you can customize that also. So after that the next thing is the networked apps. This is something really cool. In here you can customize that which app can use mobile data and Wi-Fi or both of it together. As you can see, mobile data and Wi-Fi. If I deselect it, so the Truecaller will only be able to use Wi-Fi and not mobile data. You can select it for any app, customize it for any app which uses the internet. For instance, WhatsApp, I deselected the mobile data. Now WhatsApp will only use the Wi-Fi and won't be able to use the mobile data, so that's pretty cool. And up next we have the motion control. In here you have options like flip to mute, shake to rearrange, double touch to wake up screen, draw a letter to open a corresponding app. So that's pretty cool. And yes, this phone does have double touch to wake up, as you can see. Here we go. So this is pretty cool. After that you have the more option. In here you have one-handed UI and suspend button. This is just like the iPhone shortcut key. Here we go. You have all these icons, so pretty cool. And then you have touch disable mode, means when the phone is in pocket it will prevent the unnecessary touches. So that's pretty much it about the UI. If you want to see it in detail, then again, as I said, click right over here. This is the honest review video of the Honor 4X, in which I showed everything all about this UI in detail. So you can click right over here if you want to see that. So this was the first thing that I like about this phone, the user interface. The second thing is that you can move your apps to SD card. If we go in the, where did it go, manage apps, as you can see on SD card, Only Nina Mark II is in SD card, but if you go in the download, like free charge, as you can see, you have option to move to SD card, so that's pretty cool. So those are the two things. The last thing that I like about this phone is the notification LED, which is quite prominent and big. You can clearly see it. Let me give my phone a missed call so I can show you guys. Just hold on. And here we go guys, I gave my phone a missed call. As you can see, the notification light is quite prominent and big and clearly visible. It even has different colors and it changes according to the notification. Like if I receive a message right now, it will turn blue, I guess. However, you cannot customize the colors of LED. It will automatically change according to notification, but it does have different colors. I just want to tell you about that. So those were the three things that I like in this phone, guys. That's it for the pros part, and that's the only three things that I like in this phone. There's nothing else. Now let's move on to the camera. And right now I'm not gonna show the camera interface, guys, because that would take even more time, but if you wanna see that, then click right over here. This is the unboxing video of this phone in which I showed the whole camera interface. So if you wanna see that, click right over here, guys. So first of all, let's talk about the picture quality, guys, which is decent enough. Not really that great, not really that bad. It's just average, I would say. Just like the Huawei Honor 4X, the pics are missing the contrast levels, and the color and contrast levels are a bit less than usual. But still, the pics are average. Here are the samples. So as you guys just saw the picture sample, you can see that the pics are decent enough, but they are not as vivid as they should be. So the camera performance is just decent enough, I would say. Plus there's one thing that I like, just like the iPhone, when you focus on something, oops, here we go, you get this, here we go, exposure button, and you can turn up the exposure. So that's pretty great. So this is one thing that I wanted to mention. Plus, while clicking pics, sometimes when HDR mode is needed, the phone automatically turns it on. So that's pretty great. So now let's move on and talk about the video quality, guys, which is really great. I had no complaints at all. Even while you're recording, you get all the options. Here we go. You have option to pause the video. You can take pics simultaneously. You can tap to focus, and you even have the flash toggle key. There we go. So again, really great in the video quality, and obviously you have all the options. So those were the good things, the pros part and the camera part of this phone. Now let's move on to the cons part, the things that I don't like in this phone. And the first thing is that there is no backlight in the capacitive keys, as I said in the unboxing video as well, that there is no backlight key in the capacitive keys, guys. So that's the first thing that I don't like about this phone. And the second thing is that there is no equalizer in this phone. That's right, no equalizer. Let's go in the app. Here we go. Now if I go to the settings, as you can see, there is no option of equalizer. I tried to find in the other app as well, but there is no option. Even in this music app of the Huawei, there is no option of equalizer. Even in settings, as you can see, no option of equalizer, guys. So that was the second thing that I don't like about this phone, that there is no equalizer. Now let's move on to the third thing, which is that the phone does lags a bit here and there. It's not regular, but yes, it does. In WhatsApp or in some heavy apps, when you're scrolling or doing something, it does lag. Sometimes it lags even while you're typing a message, and you can see that the key press is a bit delayed by microseconds, and it's really annoying sometimes. So that's the third thing. Now let's move on to the fourth thing, and that is that the device is really heavy, guys. I mean, it's just 5 inches of display, and the battery is also not that big. Still, the weight of the device is 162 grams, which is equal to my OnePlus One. OnePlus One has 5.5 inches of display, and the battery is also 3100 mAh, and it's a quite big device, but there's 5 inches of display, and the battery is also 2550 mAh, and it's really heavy. Plus the device is not as big as OnePlus One, so that makes it feel even more heavier, because the bigger the device, the more weight distribution area. but in smaller device it feels really heavy, guys. And now lastly, let's move on to the fifth thing, which is the last thing that I don't like in this phone, is that the screen doesn't have any protective glass like the Corning Gorilla Glass or any other. Hence the screen is a total fingerprint magnet, guys. As you can see, it attracts a lot of fingerprint, guys, and you might find yourself wiping it very oftenly, but still, even after wiping, you get this oily thing. Even if I wipe it with the cloth, as you can see, here we go, still you get this thing. The only thing you can do to remove is wipe it with the water or a lens cleaner probably, so that way you can remove it, but after a while you will get the fingerprints again, so that's really annoying. So that's it about the pros and cons and the camera part. Now let's talk about some general stuff like the battery backup of this device, which is decent enough, not really that great as I was expecting it to be. It's around 15 to 18 hours with normal usage, but remember, my Wi-Fi and 3G was on all the time, turned it off during the night only. And with normal usage, I mean no gaming, no heavy stuff, just WhatsApp, Facebook and stuff like that, a bit of web surfing and all that stuff, and obviously a bit of calling also. So that's it, and all I got was 18 hours, 19 hours sometimes, but generally it's around 15 to 18 hours. Plus the next thing is the loudspeaker quality, which is good. The quality is good, but the volume is a bit low. The quality of the loudspeaker is really clear, crystal clear I would say, but the volume is average. And the headphone quality is really good, guys. The quality in headphones, the bass, the treble, and even the volume in headphones is really good, so I had no complaints with that. Even when there is no equalizer in this phone, the sound quality was really good in the headphones, so thumbs up for that. And lastly, I want to tell you that the user available memory out of 8 GB is 3.65 GB, so that's what you get out of 8 GB. But that's not a problem because you can move your apps to SD card, so that's pretty cool. So that's all for right now, guys. This was the honest review video of the new Huawei Honor 4C. If you like my videos, make sure to give them a thumbs up and share with your friends. Plus, if you have any comments, questions, suggestions, put them in the comments down below. You can also tag me on my Facebook page to know my current and upcoming activities. You can ask me questions over there as well. The link of that page will be in the description below, so go and like me there as well. So thank you for watching and subscribe to this channel, guys. Come on, there are more upcoming videos, so subscribe for that, and I will see you next time.